did you really find an answer, or did you just find something that fits your already unchallenged worldview?
Yeah. And it kind of reminds me of like propaganda, like how it's like this authority, this I know what I'm talking about kind of idea or personification that you put out there. People follow that because you sound authoritative, you know.
Well, we all want to, at least I do. I know that when I'm confused about something, I'm looking for someone who knows. All right. I'm confused about maybe the economic picture. I mean, we've talked about like being crushed by capitalism. So maybe I'm trying to understand that. Well, I'm going to try to find somebody that sounds like they know what they're talking about. And then once I find somebody that sounds like they know what they're talking about, now I have to verify, do they really know what they're talking about? And that's the hard part, especially today with so many sources of information. Who do you trust?
Right. And back to what you're saying a second ago, the fact that, you know, you could, whether it's a website, a book, or whatever type of media it is, you can find somebody else saying the opposite.
Yeah, well, for example, right behind me, you can't see it, but there's a book by Steven Pinker called How the Mind Works. And one of, they were both, I think that Noam Chomsky was their dissertation advisor for both of these guys, Steven Pinker and Jerry Fodor. And Jerry Fodor wrote a book called The Mind Doesn't Work That Way, in direct response to Steven Pinker's book. So there you go. Here's how the mind works. No, it doesn't work that way. Who do you believe? Now, both of these men have PhDs. Both of them, you know, like I said, both of them had Chomsky as their dissertation advisor. So if you think that, you know, Chomsky had anything on the ball, then you say, okay, these two guys were obviously well educated, but yet they disagree with each other fundamentally on how our minds work.
Right.
And you and I, with lacking that education, their journey, how are you or I supposed to really make sense of that?